Hello. Welcome to Scotty's Toy Box. I'm Scotty. Pull up a bit of internet and have a listen or watch to me because this is going to be a little bit different. This is my fifth try getting this video made, and everything seems to have moved since the last time I tried to do it. Urgh. But I think I got most everything situated. I've changed the angle of the camera. I keep yanking this thing so that it's level. And I don't know, maybe it's the way I sit in the chair because of my bad hips. Anyway, I'll keep working on it, Barry. You keep letting me know if it's getting any better because I might have to get like a stand or a tripod for this silly camera. Anyway, the reason today's little video is going to be different is because I'm not going to talk about the news. I'm going to talk about me and a recent discovery I had, or incident I had, at the pharmacist. Now, for those who don't know, and why would you, I take testosterone. I've had to for a while because my bones are very thin, my muscles are very um, not building. I have other issues, and it's all because my medications, and I have to take steroids, which has reduced my normal testosterone level, which was high. Yay, go virility! To well, nothing. Yeah, I'm serious. When they gave me back the test the last time before the testosterone, I was like, that isn't true, is it? And they said, yeah, we got to put you on testosterone. Well, I can't take patches. They offered me patches. So, but my skin is so sensitive and burns under anything that I had to go with shots. And I got to tell you, this testosterone oil is murderous to take, to use. You have to use large needles to draw it up, an 18 gauge to draw it up. And then the smallest needle I've found that I can inject myself with it is a 24 gauge. And that's like pushing an elephant through a needle. I mean, it takes a lot of effort and work, and still, a 24 gauge needle, think about it, my insulin needles are 34s, 32s, and 34s. So, a 24 is substantially bigger. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to complain about. I don't mind the pain for the gain. And trust me, there's big gains. My bones have regenerated some. I've had muscle development. And, well, not to be crude, but my libido is back. Yay! Makes my husband happy. So, but what I wanted to talk to you guys about is testosterone and the pharmacy I use. Every They have an issue with testosterone. I live in Florida. It's a red state, and they are extremely anti-trans. And that's the only reason I can think of. First, when I went to get it, my doctor ordered 10 vials. They would only give me 6. So every 6 weeks, I had to ask him for another prescription to get a full 6. And he would say, why? You should have 4 more. And I said, well, and he would give me a prescription, and then he'd say, you have 10 plus the 4. And I'd say, no. They wipe out the prior prescription. They wipe out the 4 that's on hold, and they send it to me in just the 6. So he says, okay, I can beat that. And he wrote a prescription for a much larger vial instead of the smaller, well, about this size. This thing was big, very fat, and it held all 10 weeks of medicine. That's a common way they do it. It's more work for me because I have to draw it up individually, instead of just everything in the vial into the syringe. I have to carefully watch the numbers on it. Okay, that's almost one. That's what? That's too much. Put it back. Kind of a pain in the butt. But I have to do that for the cat when I give him his insulin shot because he doesn't get a pen like I do. So that was what was happening. So they gave me the big vial, and I did that, and then I went to reorder, and every time I'd reorder, the company would kick it back, not the local pharmacy. The local pharmacy is great. They are grand people, and they work hard, and they get a lot of abuse. But the main company would kick it back. They'd cancel the order, and I'd have to reorder, and they'd cancel it again. This last time, Ron talked to the pharmacist, said, look, count the weeks. The pharmacist did. He said, you're right. I have no idea why they canceled it. So, he said, but they put a hold on it until this date. 2 weeks after I missed a dose. So I had to miss 2 doses because I take it every other week. All right, so, and this happens every time I reorder. And so this time Ron went to the pharmacy because it's something, he goes out amongst the masses and I stay home. It's something that works for us for different reasons, but my walking and my allergies and that. I go out in the masses and I spend 2 days feeling sick. So he does that. He went to the pharmacy, he got them, came back, and it was only 2 small vials. So I called the pharmacy and I talked to the man there and I said, what gives? Where's my big vial? Can't give it to you. Company won't allow us. Now, he's an okay guy, but he has the personality of a wet paper bag. And he's can sometimes seem curt and short when he's not meaning to. It's just, how he comes off. He's actually a nice guy, but when dealing with customers, he's just the facts, ma'am, so he has no empathy is what I want to say. No bedside manner. And so anyway, he said, company won't let us. I said, they just did 10 weeks ago, or 12 weeks ago, or whatever weeks ago. And he said, yeah, they won't now. I said, okay, so you're going back to the 10 vials then, right? Yes. Well, you only gave me 2. Yep. They only let us give out a 1-month supply. I don't want to have to go every month. I don't want to have to go through this reordering every month and having it turned down and having to go through it again. And on my side of the computer, in the company website, it said no refills. And I told him that. He said, no, look on the bottle, or on the container it came in, and you'll see it says 2+. And I said, but the computer, my site, he says, I'm looking in my computer, it says you have refills. So I don't know if it's worth contacting the company or what. I've talked to the pharmacists, their people have no problem with it. But when I mentioned to one of them that, do you think it's because the state is so anti-trans and there's so many Republicans in the medical drug field that way? They're not in. There are Republicans in the hospitals, of course, but a lot of them don't have anti-LGBTQ plus feelings. And the person behind the counter looked at me and said, "I wouldn't know," nodding yes. Sorry if that jarred everybody. It didn't look good to me on my screen. But so, because they are anti trans people, they're keeping me from a medically necessary prescribed drug. Now, when I asked why they weren't giving the big vial anymore, uh, the pharmacist kid I was talking to, he's a med tech or whatever, that he's not the pharmacist. And, or just somebody who was allowed to work there and hand out meds and answer phone calls. But he's pretty knowledgeable, you know. Despite his lack of bedside manner, I like him. So anyway, when I asked him why they weren't giving out the big vial, he says, "Oh, it's got a preservative, but it's only supposed to be good for 28 days." 1 month. That's why they're not giving me my other ones. I said, "Yeah, but the doctor's quite aware of this. He knows that. It lasts, it works. Trust me, I'm the one getting the dose. I know." "Nope, company won't let us." And I'm like, well, thank you for fighting for the customer. But I didn't say it because it's not his fault. It really isn't. You know, he's doing what they allow him. Oh, there's one of our kitties brushing up against my leg. There's a thunderstorm outside. He's not allowed to go out and he's frustrated and he's scared. All right, well, that's all I wanted to say for this one. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm Scotty. If you want, you can go to my website, my YouTube channel, and subscribe. That always makes YouTube feel better about me. And it usually takes them a couple days, 24 hours or more, to add the subtitles if you need them. According to Nan, who used to watch my videos, the subtitles stink. The capture, the closed capture. But I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I never write a transcript, so I can't upload it. All I can do is say, I really hope you can understand me as I ramble along. Alrighty. Thank you again. Best wishes and hugs for those who like them.